My name is Lauren. I'm a Go Diaper Free coach, and this is how I found out about elimination communication. So I first found out before I was pregnant through the Hey Shayla podcast. So she has a couple videos on our YouTube channel about how she did EC with her children. And now I watched that before I was pregnant and thought, hey, that sounds like a really great idea. I love the Montessori aspect of it. I would love to try that when I eventually have kids. Then our firstborn was born, and he had breathing issues, and so pottying was not on my mind at all. And so I had that new mom overwhelm, and he was in the NICU for a little bit. And so we finally got home, and it was not until he was actually 12 months old that I started EC. And the reason for that was because we found out that I was pregnant with baby number 2. And my first thought was, hey, I remember this thing where we can probably get our firstborn out of diapers before this baby number 2 is born. And so I think I first got the Easy Start Guide from Go Diaper Free, and I'll link that below. I think once we caught the first pee, I'm like, yep, let's do this. I want to read the book. I want to learn everything. I want to ditch diapers and just kind of get this thing rolling. So that's what we did. So we started doing part-time EC. So I learned his natural timing. So after he would eat solids, 12 months, he's on solids by then, I would potty him about I think his interval was 25 minutes after eating. And then we would also do the wake-ups too. Within the first 24 hours, this is through the Easy Start Guide. Within the first 24 hours, I believe I caught a pee and a poop. I think within the first day or two. So that was huge. That was I'm hooked. I'm in. I love not changing poopy diapers. And so then we just did that. And then in the Go Diaper Free book, it mentions that you can wrap up EC once your child has mastered walking. However, our firstborn didn't start walking until he was 17 months. So we were kind of right on the cusp of, EC has an expiration date. So you should only do EC up until about that 18-month mark, around there. But since he hadn't started mastered walking, I figured, well, maybe we should just wrap up with potty training, since that's, he'll master walking pretty soon, maybe in a month. And by that point, it'll be time for potty training. So we got the Tiny Potty Training book, and we were able to wrap up, and I'll link to both of these books below, but we were able to wrap up with that. We ditched diapers just before 18 months, so I would say maybe 17 and a half months. And we had our share of accidents, but he was signing to us when we started potty training. So that was a huge way to ease in to potty training, because a lot of parents don't have that experience. It's just 3 years old, a child has never been exposed to the potty, and so it's this scary foreign object that they have to sit on. And sometimes, unfortunately, kids are forced to sit on there for way, way too long, when the truth is, if you know when your child needs to pee, through elimination communication, it makes it a lot easier to kind of ease into that potty training experience, and less resistance, a lot less resistance, a lot less fear. It's a true reality, unfortunately, that a lot of young kids have fear of the toilet just because it's so new to them when they're exposed when they're 3 years old. Overall, it made our, there's still a lot of troubleshooting we had to do, because I made the mistake actually of not giving him the building blocks to potty independence, which also was hard because he was a late walker. And so some of the things I had to do until he started mastering walking. But overall, I'm so glad we did EC with him. It saved us on diapers. We got him out of diapers in half the time of a national average. It decreased any diaper rash, and now with our secondborn, we're doing EC. And it's significantly less. It's very, very rare now that we have to deal with a knee diaper rash. I will go more into the story of kind of how we started, but that's where I first heard about it. And then I decided, hey, let me give it a shot. and I'm so glad we did. So shout out to Hey Shayla, because if she didn't have those videos, then I would have never started. I wouldn't be where I am today. I would probably a 2.5-year-old would probably very likely still be in diapers. So yeah, check out all my resources. I also have an Instagram, Diaper Free Diaries, so follow me on there. I'm more active on Instagram, but I'm planning to post more videos here.